You ain't my mother. You ain't my father. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Listen, man. Like, subscribe, share to the channel. Maybe growing. And thank y'all for the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to another episode of Former Insight Podcast. You here with your host, Maddox. Let's get into it, man. Revolt. 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 During the debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, the presidential debate, they had a show on Revolt on YouTube, and they had the host named Tezlyn. Tezlyn, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm not even going to butcher her name, but Tezlyn, the same lady who's on the Breakfast Club being rude to Larry Elder and Vivek, right? Over talking just hardcore masculine. So she hosts this show right here, right? And I can't get all the clips from it, so I'm giving you some random clips from the show to let's go review it together. She also mentioned, why is there a division between black men and black women? And I have my thoughts on that, right? But let's review this thing together, right? Let's review it.
Okay, so I just want to know, so we're looking at all of the black congressmen with their white wives, but I want to just keep it all the way a buck. I just want to keep, and all Republicans, by the way. I just want to keep it all just a buck. I mean, I just want to say that is, because I talk to.
So basically, for further context, she's talking about the divide between black men and black women. She asked, what is the division between us? And she also was saying that a lot of black women get upset when they see black men married to white women, and a lot of men get upset with black women when they see them married to white men, right? So she's talking about that type of division, X, Y, and Z, and then she goes on a different subject. So I just wanted to give you the context of that real fast.
Black men all the time. You know, we went to Chicago to barbershops. I engaged a lot with black men. And I just wanted, since we're here with all black folks, let's just be honest. There's some men, if Denzel Washington had a white one, we feel away. Not so much if somebody, you know. So I just want to be honest about it. Is that a part of it? Is it because I've heard black men say it. I've seen black men say it. If she has that white husband, I got a problem with that, because who she sleeps with, like Dr. Umar Johnson have said and many others said, makes a difference in how they feel in her support for black men. Are we going to be honest about it, or are we going to play about it?
That's a very true statement.
It's a true statement.
It's a very true statement. And, I mean, she's not going to do too much that's going to make Thanksgiving dinner uncomfortable. She doesn't go by her married name because she doesn't want y'all to remember that she's married to a white man. She's never birthed any black children. So while she's acting like she's about to be the mother of America, you've never had children yourself. And then you go around, you know, parading to
black. Do you have children?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have children. So you got a problem with women that don't have children?
I don't have a problem with women who don't have children. I have a problem with people making it seem like children are going to be, are the end of everything. I don't like people discouraging women from having children.
Where does she do? I'm just curious. When does she discourage?
Well, whenever she comes to the AUC, the main topic of discussion is abortion.
Okay.
As if, and I mean, unfortunately, she fits the narrative. Unfortunately, reproductive rights
Speaking
in terms
facts.
of abortion. They don't talk about allocating any money to fibroid research or endometriosis research or PCOS research. All things that disproportionately affect black women and their
hold on.
infertility.
Wait a minute. Let's just now. I
That's
give
reproductive health.
I will.
She's a black woman.
Let's be clear.
And I ain't heard her speak
Reproductive
on it.
health. Well, let's hold on. Wait a minute. I agree with you on that, because they do need to talk more about. We were talking about it in the dressing room about fibroids and IU, because I do want to say that white women are the ones pushing the narrative with abortion. Let's get that clear. Let's stop acting like this is a black woman issue.
What?
No, let's get this clear.
Every election, it's black women will die unless abortion is
right, but I'm
accessible.
talking about the reality. The reality is, when you look at the women who are advocating for abortion, because I'm a mother too, so you talking to a fellow mama. So we're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna stop putting this stigma on black women. I'm not talking about Harris. I'm talking about me and you, mother to mother. It's really important. I want to lay this out, and then we'll get to you, brother. But let's stop putting this black women are talking about abortion, because when you look at these abortion, let me finish. When you look at these,
She's full of it. Because there are absolutely black women that are being brainwashed by saying they're going to take our rights away, and the number one thing to go to is abortions. Like the lady is right. Tezlyn, you're wrong. White women are the ones wearing the pussy hats and all that shit, but they're promoting to the black woman. Like, see, you're gonna be affected more, and black women become their guinea pigs for their movements.
Abortion rallies is white women out there doing it. You know why? Because they got the Ring Before Spring program. So it's not that, did I say it? They got the Ring Before Spring program. In case y'all don't know what that is, these white women are the ones that flipped from Trump to Biden, went from Obama to Trump and back to Biden, and they'll be the ones deciding the selection versus Roe versus Wade. Because black women, just let me hear you out, because y'all know y'all love talking about single black women, you know that's your favorite term. Black women have learned that I'm gonna be all right, me and my son, with or without you. So black women have been conditioned, unfortunately, because of the black family issues, been conditioned to say, I'm gonna have my baby anyway. I'm gonna be all right anyway. It's the white woman that's sitting up talking about, let me get the abortion, because they train their young girls that if you have a baby, a ready-made baby, you are now damaged. So this is what we know based on facts. So I just want to be clear. I understand it.
You know, I find weird. If anybody speak on black women, they'll say you can't speak on women or black women because you are not a black woman. But then you turn around and you have people like Tezlyn that can speak on white women and what they're doing, and she's not a white woman. Do I make any sense to y'all when I say that?
Abortion issue, and I tell Democrats all the time.
But I want to be clear, I wasn't saying that.
I know, but I just want to be clear because I don't want that stigma out there just running with the trolls in the comments. I want to be clear that black women are not the ones. That's why you don't see us in the pussycat hats and all of that talking about abortion.
Are the ones they're promoting this too.
Yeah, but
you're
no,
going to die
and that's where I'm disagreeing with you, because the thousands of women that are out protesting for abortion are white women.
And
that's the bottom line.
Black women that we need
right, but
abortion.
It's white women. No, but we ain't out there though, sis. So let's be clear.
They're telling us that.
But who gives a damn what they telling? We want to be clear.
So how did this become to the attention
of Kamala Harris? Let's not move the goalposts. The bottom line is black women are not advocating for abortion, but I agree, and I don't like them making us.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. The white feminist women have advocated for abortions and brainwashed black women that abortion is some type of badge of honor. That's the reason why black women, the abortions affect them the most, because they do it on a high level and we are the smaller amount of people. If that wasn't true, Tezlyn, black America wouldn't be at 13% of the population. We'd be at a higher number, meaning that there are women that's advocated and pushing for abortion and going through with it. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Baby, listen, black women been doing what we want to do. White women don't tell us what to do. We tell white women to do.
Okay.
So let's be clear about, I don't know what kind of black women you are, but we the type black women that are out protesting for abortion.
I know I didn't just hear what I just heard, but let me just play this back again.
Are white women.
And
that's the bottom line.
Black women that we need
right, but
abortion.
It's white women. No, but we ain't out there though, sis. So let's be clear.
They're telling us that.
But who gives a damn what they telling? We want to be clear.
So how did this become to the attention of Kamala Harris?
Let's not move the goalposts.
The white women.
The bottom line is black women are not advocating for abortion, but I agree, and I
don't like them making us.
Exactly. Baby, listen, black women been doing what we want to do. White women don't tell us what to do. We tell white women to do.
Okay.
So let's be clear about, I don't know what kind of black women you are, but we the type black I want to be clear. It's important that we be clear about that though.
White women.
Yo, this is crazy to me. This is crazy to me. So they allow black women like her, not all black women, but women like her, to spew out their mouth on these platforms some of the most racist shit I've heard. I guarantee you, if this was a white woman saying, black women don't tell what to do, we tell them what to do, that show be canceled tomorrow. No, it had been canceled yesterday. Everybody would have called that white lady racist for saying she could tell black women what to do. But now she gets to go on Revolt show. Well, it's technically her show, hosting the show on Revolt, and tell people white women listen to black. What the fuck are we? This is child.
positions of power that we don't.
Well, maybe they control you. They don't control the sisters.
I'm
but
telling
listen,
you, though, that
but I'm telling you that I
just
agree.
Like the white men
Are you hearing what
exist.
I'm telling you, or you ain't listening?
I'm listening.
I agree that Democrats.
I just feel like you're trying to make my point something that's
I'm not trying to make it. I just want you to listen. Democrats do a terrible job in talking about reproductive health as far as fibroids. We were literally in the dressing room talking about fibroids, and I said they really need to be talking about fibroids. They really need to be talking. I was in real time on the phone with my daughter and her doctor while I was getting my makeup done. So I am agreeing with you that they do not talk about the reproductive health. They do not talk about IVF. They do not talk about birth control helping us with our very painful menstruation. I am telling you that Democrats fail in that area. Where I am gently correcting you is that white women are talking about abortion, not the sisters.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
As a white woman, because I don't advocate for abortion, but have you noticed like all the men don't want Camilla, a woman, running the country, but when they do jury selection, or in the clips you showed, when they do jury selection, they do a lot of research on like different races and genders and how they identify, and they say like white women actually identify as being a woman first before being Caucasian.
What are you talking about?
And black women identify with their race first. And don't you think like there is something about being inclusive and like women supporting women in general?
Ma'am, white women, y'all in the women's suffrage movement, when black men had the opportunity to vote, it was y'all that said, before black men get a chance to vote, we're gonna vote. So being inclusive with white women, since you're conservative, let me break it down to you. White feminism that you know y'all Republicans say y'all against, it was white feminism that divided us, that said get on the white women's side, because the white women's side pushed white male supremacy.
Well, I was born in 1983, so I wasn't a part of that.
Well, I'm giving you the information. It was white women, just a little history. It was white women that divided up, saying women first. Because what women first meant in white women's world meant white men first, not black men. And we know that according to the history of the women's suffrage movement.
I just judge people individually.
Oh, yeah, well, we're not talking about you. We're talking about systems. Okay. So, unfortunately, you're not the system. And what I'm saying, the system, when you say we should identify as a woman first, that actually divides the black family.
I didn't say we should. I was just saying, like, from the one white person in the room.
I know that you wanted to say that, shouldn't we...
You remember when Michaela said earlier that Tezlyn be trying to finish her sentence off like she knows what you're about to say? She's proving her point right. She's doing it right now to the white lady in the audience. And Tezlyn, you are the host. You're supposed to be able to moderate the panel of people on stage and let the audience give their view. You're supposed to be impartial, but yet you're literally acting as if you're on the debate stage. It's just totally unprofessional.
Identify with the importance of identifying as a woman first and not color. And I'm letting you know why black women identify with color first. Because when we identified with you as white women first, you left us in the back and our men too.
I'm
just answering the question. Yeah, well, your ancestors.
Your people.
Yeah,
as a whole.
It's okay. I answered your question. Okay. Even like now, you know. But anyway, let's move on to the next.
So are we coming back to abortion, or because I saw the call sheet? Are we coming back to it, or if we're coming back to it, we can.
But did I answer the question?
Yes. I think so.
Relative to abortion, right? You know, our community has aborted 25 million children.
And how many white folks?
And what white folks do don't set the standard in the black community.
I just want to make sure
we need to be measuring ourselves we need to measure ourselves on our own performance.
No problem. I just want.
Y'all gonna get mad at me for saying this, whatever. But black people like her, y'all got white people living in your brain rent free. These people don't care about you. They're focusing on their career, their families, and their communities. You keep focused on them like there's some invisible boogeyman in your head. We don't give a hell what white people do. What they do don't set standards in our community. We set the standards. So every time a black person trying to explain themselves, who have an opposing view of yours, you bring up white people. You're too much on white people's dicks. Get off their dick. Get off their dick, man.
Know the white folks, that's all.
Fair enough. We've aborted 25 million children, and it's my opinion that the world is better with those children in it than not. Okay? Abortion is in many ways a very difficult topic for a lot of people to deal with, but what we're really not talking about is the root issue, which is premarital sex. Premarital sex is the most significant issue.
You against premarital sex?
So I am actually. I am actually. As of today. Yeah. I am as of today. So as of today, yeah. So dig, right? So no, wait, because we got a whole bunch of people in the crowd who gonna claim that they from the community. And I ain't perfect. So hold on.
You keep talking about you're from the community. We all from the community.
Stop. Let me, for the cameras.
Are you married?
For the cameras and the viewer, I can lay my resume. I can lay my family resume on the face.
Are you married?
I'm running for you.
See what she's doing? And people tell me if I'm bugging. Whenever you about to burst somebody bubble with facts, somebody will try to distract your point by asking you questions in the middle of your statement. As like an ultimate deflection. Because they try to make a point and you asking questions, it means you're not listening. Let the man get his whole thing out. And remember earlier when she said that the division between black men and black women, this is the prime example of the division. This is the problem.
I'm running for you. I'm a grown heterosexual black male. Hold on, no, stop. Who has benefited?
He won't answer.
For the cameras.
Somebody answer.
For the cameras. No, I'm gonna give you more than you asked for.
No, but I just want this one to answer. No, but I don't want one to answer. I just want to know.
I am a black male who benefited from the abortion program.
No, I didn't ask you that. I asked you one. You did this last time.
At 18 years old, I benefited with another sister from abortion. But that don't mean that I don't know that it's wrong.
Right.
See, one of the issues we have in our community.
Relax, soldier. Relax.
The issue that we
Remember
have in our community.
Hold on, tone it down. Relax.
Fair enough.
Come on, you foaming at the mouth. Relax, baby. Relax. You foaming. Relax.
This is the problem. When she asks people what is the division between black men and black women. This is the major part of it. Black combative women like this. You're the host. You're combative. You ask for his views, his opinions. He's trying to give it to you, and you keep cutting him off, asking him questions in the middle of you ask him 2 different questions while he's talking, right? So now if he answers that question, we go somewhere else and we lose train of thought. This combative, condescending, disrespectful, masculine energy and talk down on the black man. This is our issue we have with these types of black women. These types. The boss babes. These are the type of women. This is what it is. I'm over here stuttering because this is stupid. She's talking to him like as if he's her child or if black men are children. And I noticed one thing, not saying the right don't do it neither, but it happens majority on the left side. Most of these Democrat supporting black women talk down on their black men if they think different from them. It's very disrespectful.
I didn't know this because they want to know.
So listen.
No.
Nobody wanted to know about this. You wanted to know. You wanted to know about the whole thing. You wanted to know about the sex thing, about the belief in marriage, and you wanted to know that we didn't care about it. We wanted to hear his thing about abortion. We none of them wanted to know about this. You did.
With a fiance.
No.
I'm a divorcee with a fiance and children.
Let's
see what I'm saying?
Let's stop, because you the one threw it out there. So I just want to know, yes or no, before we move forward. Are you married? Yes or no?
I'm engaged.
So
I got a beautiful black female. I've been married, right? And I've also leveraged the abortion system.
I just asked you a simple question.
It has no bearing on the point.
So bottom line, she ain't getting none tonight.
It has no bearing on the point.
I just want to make sure. The people want to know.
You're distracted from the issue.
Ma'am, you ain't getting none tonight because he said as of tonight. No, we're not going to
You are diverting from the real issue here. The real issue is people don't want to be accountable to the fact
accountable, but man, you ain't getting none tonight. That's damn shame because he looked a nice looking man. And he said
abortion
you ain't.
is being used.
We got all that, but I know you ain't getting none tonight, man. Make sure y'all stay tapped in. We got to talk about the real issue. We just want to know was you married, and he said he ain't getting none.
Mind y'all, she is the host. And you put that back on the table. She is the host.
seconds. We're going to get back.
She ain't gonna let you run it.
I ain't going to let you do it.
Because the uncomfortable truth. The news media don't want you to hear the uncomfortable truth.
Raise your hand. We just want to know.
Don't. That's it. I called it like it is. I've called it like it is.
Baby, we going to talk about abortion. Relax.
The other guy raised his hand.
But I told you this last time.
If we was gonna go back, you wanted me to jump in, so I ran in.
You got to lay out the premise of the argument.
So I'm trying to get there.
Since you said you don't believe in no, because I needed to know that before we got to the debate. We need to know because we need to know if you was gonna get something like that.
Hey man.
We move it. This is one of my best friends, y'all. As of tonight, we get to
listen.
40 seconds until the debate. Watch the debate. We're streaming it live. You see, we're gonna get it popping.
That was a childish segment. Very childish. We did not want to know if his girl was going to get some tonight. This became, yo, I swear, the reason why it's kind of hard, are black people serious people? I'm not saying we is. All I'm saying we is. I'm asking a question. Because if we are serious people, we should be able to get together and speak effectively and comprehend, even if we have disagreements. That's the whole point. Try to change views or talk about opposite views with respect. When you start to get people like this on a panel, you get BET Uncut. You get Love and Hip Hop type of talks. So now, let's go to the next clip, right? She started to ask questions. Well, she wanted the views from the audience. She wanted to hear their perspective and letting them ask questions to people on stage. Mind you, she's the host. Let's look together and see how did this go. Let's go.
I want to say this, and this is, Tez, I know you said one thing. You said, hey, you sitting next to a big dog. You sit next to a big dog. But out of that whole stage right there, if Trump wins, only one of y'all going to the White House, and that's Michaela right there. So we got to be honest on what we got to know. We have to know. What I'm saying is, hold on. Out of the whole crowd, only one person. Hold on, let me just.
Gotta listen to each other. Let's hear.
Go ahead, brother.
And this is why the black people.
Just finish. Don't start with the black people. Finish your comment, baby.
When it comes down.
See, she's not even listening. He didn't even start with the black people, but all she heard was the black people. You saw how fast she lied and tried to gaslight as if he started with the problem with the black people. No, he's making a point and he's getting interrupted, and he tried to tell you what the problem is right now about black people, and you try to act like he led with that. This is disingenuous at its best.
To a divide.
Focus on
when it comes down to a divide in our community. This is why, because we're talking about everybody being so politically correct instead of in 4 years, what are we going to get? You mentioned chaos. Black people have been in chaos way before this debate ever started. We're in chaos in the homeless shelters. We're in chaos when it comes to the Department of Labor. We're in chaos the fact that Jock has to bring out laptops for the kids because there's not enough resources in our community. Right. And so when we have a sister with a different opinion than ours, it's about giving that respect. The fact that...
Hold on, wait a minute. I got to... Wait, no, you're not... No, I'm going to stop you because you're going on and on.
And
this sister...
Once again, this is the division between black women and black men. Women like this. I'm pretty sure she probably was raised by the combative woman herself. It's better to live on a corner of the roof of your house than inside the house with a contentious woman. She's belittling her own audience. She's cutting him off, and he trying to get a point across. Because she thinks she knows what he's about to say. It's true. When Michaela started to talk, this lady, Tezlyn, is rude. And not giving her proper respect when she speaks. And last time I checked, she also was a black woman. She just got mad that she got called out on it.
Here is the one that invited this sister. So if I did not respect this sister, she wouldn't be sitting here. And you're going to put some respect on that.
That is not true. You can absolutely invite somebody on your platform who you don't respect to disrespect them or call them out on their bull or their BS. Or try to make a fake narrative. How many times you see people who don't like the other person still sit down and do interviews on podcasts? What are you wrong, you're a liar.
Gonna sit up here. No, you can get frustrated and look down at all of that. Relax. Well, we got to make sure we're very clear. This platform was designed to bring this sister here. So if there was no respect for this sister, she wouldn't be here. So let's make sure we're using the right context, brother. I don't mind you making the point about one sister going. This is the only sister on this stage that want to go. So let's also make that clear, because I don't work in no White House. So I want to be clear about that. Everybody ain't trying to get a job in the White House. You can continue, but let's not act like she's not respected, because she is. We just have a difference of opinion.
When people are yelling about who's a big dog.
I am a big dog.
And what I'm saying is,
I'm a big dog.
Out of this whole stage, only one person was standing on the stage with a presidential candidate.
Only one person on this stage flipped mission. And only one person on this stage organized over 2,000 people every year. Only one person was the racial justice director for Bernie Sanders. Only one, because remember, you don't want to do resumes, because the sister already said she don't have no resume. So you might want to back that. Yeah, you did. You said you don't have like resume. Ain't but one sister the senior public policy advisor for Ben Crump. Let's go on to the next. Ain't but one sister signed the front of the check for 1,000 people. Oh, baby, I know you don't want to start doing the only sister. I know you don't want to start doing the only sister receipts, because ain't but one sister served in the United States Air Force. Let's go on to the next person, because I don't like the slight.
But yet you respect her, right? He didn't even, you literally got so mad when he said, you decided to attack the lady again. But yet you respect her. You proving his point.
Passive aggressive diss, because I run these receipts down. So let's go on, because ain't but one sister served this country on this here panel.
4 years from now, black people have to decide what they're going to get at the end of the year. At the end of
the, to a whole veteran,
and we're dealing with the disrespect right here. 4 years. What are black people going to get at the?
Because you heard us say she don't have the resume that I got. So go on to the next sister. I'm not gonna handle your passive aggressive diss. Baby, I run these receipts down on you. I run these receipts down on you. You talking to a whole veteran. So, baby, ain't nobody impressed about working in no White House. I done turned it down. Ain't but one sister on here that on Fox News. Ain't but one that do 100 hits on Fox News. They don't call this sister. They call me. How many you do a year? How many do you do a year?
I've literally done 30 in the
Baby, I do 100 every year.
And I said what I do 100 per year.
I do 100 per.
This lady is basically double Micaiah age and acting like she's 13 years old. This is the very same lady who was on the Breakfast Club who told Vivek that he don't have no type of leadership skill, something like that, that when she was in 3rd grade, she led her 3rd grade in some type of program. This is the same lady. And now I'm realizing what you call arrested development. Because she grew older. But her brain is still in 3rd grade. She's very combative. She also mentioned that she had an issue with her teachers on a Breakfast Club because they were saying she was being. We see why. That didn't start. Now that start from a child. You was talking back to the teachers and not listening. You have a hard time of hearing. You're very rude.
And I just came on the scene.
I'm a big dog.
By the end of the year,
I love my sister. I love my sister, but you're not going to divide us.
But you can't deny both of us.
The real thing is going to be, we need to really talk about black people in 4 years. What are we going to get in 4 years? Let's not talk about the criminal. Let's not talk about the charges. 4 years. What are we going to? What is Harris promising black people in 4 years?
That was a valid question. That was a valid question.
Let's get the next person up.
I understand what you're saying.
Don't ever do that with me, though. Don't ever do that with me. You'll get your friend embarrassed. Play with your little friends.
I would never be embarrassed.
Yeah, I just want to speak to the people in the Christian community as.
That's wild to me. That's wild. This is the reason why it's hard for black people to get shit done in our community. This is the reason why. Whoever runs revolt, there are the issue right now on this particular thing because you put her in this position. Watching this whole segment made my ear bleed. Now, let's go to another segment from the lady who was just asking about the whole. Let's just watch it together.
As a Christian, I'm actually very disappointed in some of their point of views, including the abortion rights. Tell people, I've heard a couple of conversations, people saying that a man can't tell me what I need to do with my body. But as a Christian, I just feel like, how can you agree with something or someone who says, when the Lord had already said, do not murder? So how can you agree with somebody who said, yeah, let's go ahead and abort, even when they have came out the womb? You know what I'm saying? And then the lady back there who said, Kara, was that your name? Who said, how can we agree with someone who said grab people by the vagina? Well, as a Christian, I'm agreeing with Trump, and I don't identify with necessarily either party, but this year I am Team Trump because of his policies. Most of the ones, when I go by line, they agree with Jesus' principles that's laid out in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be mad at someone who half of his principles is aligned with the Bible. I can't disagree with someone who is against the LGBTQIA, DEI plus agendas with men, including men, playing in women's sports. I can't agree with someone who's going to, do the abortion ban. Not do the abortion ban. I cannot agree with someone who's going to go ahead and take away our gun reform when in the Bible, Jesus is actually for us protecting ourselves. Somewhere in Luke, he definitely said, here's 2 swords. Okay. That is enough.
So let's let because she was talking to her in the pink, so she wanted to comment. Come on, sister, we're running out of time.
Okay. The first thing God called us to do is love.
Correct.
And I think a lot of our speech, yes, 100% has been inflammatory, but he's called us to love and not judge.
Correct.
Second thing God gave us.
First of all, God didn't say not judge. People always, I'm not even a Christian. He's talking about in the eyes of being a hypocrite. You can absolutely judge someone in the Lord's eye. If someone steals, they are a thief. If someone takes someone's life, murderer. What? Sell your body, harlot. What? These are judgments.
This free will. It's not up to us to decide the cost of somebody's sins and how we're going to act out this person's punishment. So when you sit there and say that Trump's policies align with Jesus Christ, do you hear his speech? Do you hear his speech though?
He can work on his heart.
But God says in the Bible, judge a man by his fruits. His fruits. Hold up. Please don't talk over me. His fruits are inflammatory.
I'm gonna talk over you though. You sound crazy because people can change their heart. What the lady just said. You sound crazy. And that's why I get mad when a lot of these fake part-time Christians try to school people on the Lord views. Because by their logic, you can't agree with Trump because Trump said something that hurt your feelings or something that was inappropriate. So you can't, if you agree with him, then you're wrong. No, you can agree with someone's policy and not agree with what something they actually said. For example, the same people love Tupac. When Tupac outside speaking some facts about black people get together, speaking that real stuff that we loved, although Tupac was convicted of sexual assault, we don't agree with that, but we do agree with Tupac in a lot of his views. But yet y'all focus on Trump, the fake felony convictions. So by your logic, you should support felons. 34 counts, he's a felon. He's not in jail yet, right? Because it was BS. It was BS stuff going on. They just upgraded it to a felon. Supposed to be a misdemeanor, but no. But then Tupac gets arrested for sexual assault, which is actually a felony, which makes him an actual criminal. Not saying he actually did it, but I'm talking about what he's convicted of. right? Because do I believe Tupac did that shit? No, I don't believe that. But nonetheless, he was found guilty of that, and he went jail time, and people don't use that against him.
Fruits are rotten. So please don't disrespect my Jesus Christ like that. Okay, my family was very, and let me also go back just a little bit more. My family was very instrumental. And let me also say, my family was very instrumental. Is this mic on? Can people hear me?
I feel like it wasn't either.
Jesus hung out with robbers, thieves, criminals. He walked with all walks of life and converted them over. So don't say, don't do that to my Jesus or whatever. Like, what? Jesus is a forgiving person. Second quarter, repent. What do you, yo?
Go ahead, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
And I'm also saying this as a person whose family was instrumental in founding the AME Church. I don't know where your relationship with God went wrong, and I'll retract that because I can't judge where you're. But I think you need to go back to the Bible a little bit more and have some one-on-one time with Him to really think about whether the person that you're calling to represent this country actually represents Jesus Christ, or whether he's actually thwarting Jesus' word.
You said that I'm disrespecting Jesus Christ, but what's disrespectful when he is the one who creates life? I think anybody who's a Christian can say he is the end all be all. He is the Alpha and Omega. He is the only one responsible for life. So what is disrespectful to the Lord Jesus Christ is him giving you a baby and giving you life and you dropping it at his feet saying, I don't want it because you don't want to control who you having sex with. If you do not want to have a baby with somebody that you don't want a baby with, you don't need to be having sex with that person. Maybe you need to close your legs. Maybe that's what you need to do because you just don't want to be responsible with your body count. You want to use I don't want a man telling me what to do with my body as an output and as an excuse. But that is not. You telling me I'm disrespectful and I need to revisit. Maybe you need to revisit.
Okay, so when you relax.
Yo, it got cold. It got cold just now, yo. Yo, she just smoked her that quick. Smoked her fast.
We wanted the panel. We want nobody. We need to stop.
Irrelevant conversation.
How is it irrelevant if we're talking about policies?
Sis, hold on.
Irrelevant,
Because the
young
people
lady.
can't hear. Let's let
It's
him respond.
irrelevant because there's this such thing called separation between church and state. Your religious
That's not
beliefs,
when church and
your
state
religious
certify.
beliefs,
Let
if
him
you
finish.
will just let me finish, your religious beliefs do not supersede my right as an American to not subscribe to that if I so choose. The government does not allow, the government is not inside my bedroom. The government shouldn't be inside your bedroom. What you do between you and God.
He got triggered because he's gay. He got triggered. Yo, and not what she was saying though, but okay, he got triggered because
You'll sort it out when you go seek salvation later. But for the government to try and sort that out through law makes no sense because this is not, everyone in this country is not Christian.
Well, one thing about it, no, because when I first came up here, I said, as a Christian, I'm disappointed in the Christian's point of view.
Please don't,
So don't say I'm speaking to anybody else.
please don't disrespect me or yourself. Okay?
see, this is what I'm mad. She said when she came on the panel, as a Christian, talking about her, as a Christian, she's kind of upset of the women that's claiming that they're Christian, basically, that's okay with abortion. And this man made it somehow about him. Last time I checked, bro, you can't have no babies. You might take liquid babies, but you can't put a baby out, bro. Stop it, man. Trying to gaslight her. Get out of here.
Please do not.
The way you just did by saying
Please-
that you're for killing a
please
baby
do
when
not-
he said don't murder,
cut the mic.
that disrespect? Is that the same disrespect we're
Sis,
talking
hold
about?
on. Now, wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
Deaconess Figaro said, let's let everybody
Deacon
have
Figaro, go
Deacon
ahead.
Figaro. Let's let everybody have Deaconess. Let him
Come on,
finish
Deaconess Figaro.
his point, and then we got to let somebody else come up.
Go ahead, because I do want to hear what you was finna say. Go ahead.
Yes. What I am saying is that all of that is wonderful. You should sort that out with your church. You should not be sorting that out with government officials. Because guess what?
I agree with that.
There are people who also interpret the Bible to say that it justified your enslavement. That justifies you being mistreated as a black person based on their biblical interpretation. Do you want that codified into law? No. So if you don't want that codified into law on the other side, you should probably just take your religious beliefs and have them inside of your house of faith.
I can't.
So we're done. Hold on. We're moving on.
I just want to make one
No.
sentence to end it.
I
No, 'cause
can't
I'm not gonna
because
say
they're
anything
literally
rebuttal.
having me. We got to move on. We got to
Girl,
move on.
and you got to respect me. I don't know who you think you talking to, but I can get up in here real quick because I was respecting her authority. If she has authority, there's no need for you to jump in when somebody else is speaking. You have been on 10 since we've been in here. You need to take your emotions out of it because I am listening to everybody else's opinion. It's you who need to take your authority out.
Ooh. Welcome to the debate after the debate show. Let's move on to the next topic. I do want to touch on.
Enough with that. Enough with that. Remember I said BET Uncut? Shit like this make me want to move to Planet Namek. I want to live with the Namekians and Piccolo. He's on Earth right now, but I want to live with the other people, the Elder Kai, not Elder Kai, the Elder Namekian. Like, I want to live with them people. They peaceful. They drink water. I just want to live with those people, man. Cause Planet Earth ain't it. It ain't it. This lady was super disrespectful, and look how her crowd was about to turn on each other. You know where that comes from? Her energy. You're the leader of this platform, of this show. So the people are going to feed off your energy. And you're talking about, y'all want to talk about being divisive. She was. Because you the host, and yet you're acting like you're a panelist. Let's go with, like, First Take. You got Molly up there. Molly might come in every now and then, say a little few words. Or even when they had Undisputed with Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless, you would have, like, Taff will come up there, say a little piece, that's it. But the debate is mainly between Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp, or Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless. Or the people that have, as guests, of different views. You are the moderator. You are a host. This is terrible, man. Embarrassing. With that being said, man, I'm embarrassed. You ain't my mother. You ain't my father. Later.